A diplomatic storm is brewing in Finland as US President Donald Trump set to hold meeting, yes, with the Biafran Prime Minister in exile, yes, BLGIEPM Simon Ekpa. Yes, this begs the question, what does Trump know and why is he getting involved in things of the Biafra? First of all, we already know why Trump is getting involved or why he wants things or is siding the Biafra people. Okay, my people, without further ado, welcome back to Ekpa'S News. Welcome back to your number one YouTube channel. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. All right, without wasting your time, we'll be going into the news direct. Simon Ekpa, a controversial figure, yes, in the Biafra independence struggle, has been set or has been at the center of international debates over self-determination, terrorism allegations, and political persecution. While his followers hail him as a freedom fighter, which PM Ekpa is indeed a freedom fighter, the Zoo government insists that he is a threat to national security and accusing him of inciting violence in the southeast. Of course, that is what they say. And my people, one thing I would always talk about whenever we come to this particular talk of this propaganda they are pushing is, why would a man still incite violence in a place that he is fighting for freedom? A big question that I want you to answer, or those that are pushing this rubbish. All right, following fresh attacks in Biafraland and reports linking pro-Biafra forces to recent clashes with Zoo troops, pressure has increased and has mounted on Finland to take a decisive action against PM Ekpa. Diplomatic sources suggest that Zoo authorities have been lobbying for his arrest or extradition, fueling speculations that Finland may soon act against him. But just as tensions reached a boiling point, an unexpected force has entered the equation: Donald Trump. Now, this begs the question, just like I talked about earlier on, why is Donald Trump getting in? Why is Donald Trump getting involved? Let us go into the details. Let us still talk about it. In a move that has torn political people, those political analysts, Trump's team has confirmed that he is closely monitoring the situation and is preparing to intervene. Reports suggest that Trump sees Ekpa's case as a global test of freedom, democracy, and the rights to self-determination issues he has repeatedly championed on the world stage. President Trump is aware of what's happening and he's concerned, a source close to the US president stated. This is bigger than just one man. This is about the suppression of voices fighting for their freedom. Trump's planned meeting is expected to include international human rights organizations, key political figures, and pro-Biafra activists, setting the stage for a major diplomatic showdown. If Trump decides to openly back PM Ekpa, it could shift the global conversation on Biafra struggle and put the Zoo government under intense national scrutiny, which is the truth of the matter. Because of course, if once PM Ekpa comes up and says or makes such comment, it's going to be on another level. While we're still talking about that, chaos has broken in Finland as protests have erupted. He said news of Trump's intervention has sparked a wave of reaction across Finland. Zoo demonstrators have taken the streets demanding Ekpa's immediate arrests, or immediate extradition, chanting slogans against Biafra's secessionist movement. They insist that Finland must not harbor individuals they claim are responsible for instability in Nigeria. Meanwhile, pro-Biafra supporters have responded with counter-protests, warning that any move against PM Ekpa would be seen as an attack on Biafrans worldwide. The situation is so volatile that Finnish security forces have been placed on high alert, with extra measures taken to prevent clashes between opposing groups. "We will resist any attempt to silence our leader," one Biafra activist declared. "If Finland makes the mistake of betraying Ekpa, millions of Biafrans will rise, and the betrayal would mean to extradite PM Ekpa to to the Zoo government or to Nigeria." Continuing, what is next? What is next? With Trump now involved, the situation is now unpredictable than ever. Will Finland bow to Zoo pressure and move against PM Ekpa full time, or will Trump's influence force a reconsideration of the case? One thing is certain: this is no longer just about PM Ekpa, it's about power politics and the fight for Biafra's future. Yes, that is what it is.
They collude with who? Oga, with who? Because you are among those who fought Biafra. They collude with who?
They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians.
Did you count how many times he mentioned they collude? Let me take it back.
With the armed bandits. They collude. The armed forces are not neutral.
We know.
They collude.
1.
They collude.
2.
They collude.
3.
With the armed bandits.
3 times.
Like
this man mentioned this collude 3 good times. They collude 3 times, so that it sinks well into your, not just your ear, but your bone marrow, for you to understand what is going on. But when this man made this comment, this is a couple of years ago, not today, nobody took him serious. The likes of Very Dark Man, he's my brother, he's doing a good job. I love what he's doing. But his likes, they didn't see it as serious until a white man said it from the US Congress. Then it became serious. But a former chief of army staff has told you openly that the armed forces are not, neutral. They are not neutral in this. They collude. That is the reason why, after the Fulani herdsmen terrorists massacred innocent people in a Hamufu a couple of days ago, the only thing the so-called, these same armed forces Danjuma was talking about, came into that very community and seized people's phone, deprived them their rights of communication and their right to live, their right to communication and their right to gathering. They confiscated their phones till today. It has never been returned to them. Probably they might have sold it auction to phone dealers. So what else do you want? Terrorists came into people's village and massacred them, burned down their houses. The army came there and seized their phones that they are using to, to video what happened. What else do you expect? What else do you expect?
kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movement.
Did you get that? They facilitate their movement. They facilitate their movement. That brings me back to that bishop, that Orthodox bishop that was kidnapped in Umunnochi, Abia State, a couple of years ago. That brings me back to him. This man said they facilitate their movement, and a prelate of Methodist Church who was kidnapped in 2022. Was it 2020 or 2021? I think it's 2021. Who was kidnapped in 2021 and later released after ransom was paid. This man came and told us that there, the place where they were taken, there was military checkpoint there, and armies are there, soldiers are there. Soldiers are there. Are you paying attention? Soldiers are there, standing, looking at them like this, face to face, while they were taken into the bush. Soldiers were there looking. They didn't do anything. Because of what? They facilitate their movement. How many of you remember sometime in the past, I think maybe 3 years ago, in the same Enugu state, where the Fulani Janjaweed terrorists came there and burnt the entire village? What did the army do? The army went to block roads where survivors are supposed to run through, including one small bridge that is already dead. The soldiers went there to block them, chase them back to their village, to their community, where Fulanis are there wreaking havoc in Enugu, in the same Enugu state. Are you paying attention? So I'm saying this, I'm bringing all these evidences for our people, for the likes of Very Dark Man, that it is not until a white man says it, then we begin to see evidence. No. This statement from T.Y. Danjuma has been there for many years now. So you must go back and start afresh. You have to go back and start afresh.
They cover them.
They cover them, according to his intonation. They protect them and cover them.
If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Did you hear that? You will all
This is how you protect your house.
You will all die one by one. Ha! Chai! How did we get here? Let's go back to Very Dark Man. Let's go back to him. Let us go back to him and continue to listen to him. How did we get here? Somebody said, Biafra Unite, or Denanwa is not a Hamufu. The last one that you are saying now is Nkaleha. Of course, I know. Ishagu Leku government, okay, in Ebony. I know it's not a Hamufu. That one I know. Yeah, but you are right. Ishielu, I remember vividly. Ishielu. The military were chasing them away, back to the village, so that they will be able to, so that they can slaughter them. We saw the videos. We saw the video. Mad people everywhere. Let's go back to Very Dark Man.
Reserve. So he's privileged to a lot of information. So Nigerian government, I ask you, what is going on? Are you people going to mount an investigation on this? You now have a lead. You now have a lead. And it's just so crazy. This USA thing, it just opened my eyes to a lot of things to let you know, say, oh my blessing are these Americans, true. Now then they cause wala for this world. Yes. Because if they're giving our money for development of another countries, nobody forced you people. You people decided to set up that agency. So now go use that they sponsor ISIS, they use that they sponsor different terrorist groups around the world. But again, at the end of the day, if you are smart, you could already know, so you could not read between the lines. All this war that are going on around the world, it's not as if they cannot stop them. They can stop them. But there are a lot of money. There's billions of dollars to be made in the war. There's billions of dollars to be made weekly, monthly, yearly when there's a war around the world. They don't scatter Iraq. They don't scatter Iran. They don't do Russia and Ukraine. They don't do Israel and this one. They don't do Boko Haram. They don't do this one. All of them are big cash out because of the people where they sell weapons. The people that sells weapons, they cash out. The government said they cash out. So Nigerian government, are you part of the people that were collecting this money from the US aid to set up your people or to put your people in a box so that they will buy them, make some greedy politicians make their cash out?
You know before? That is what is going on. And mind you, it's not just for these politicians to catch out. Not only that, it's not just for them to catch out, but also to turn the zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, as obodo na-akpụ isi n'ani. Obodo na-eti isi ani. That is the main point. Erufai has said it, and without number, many of them have said it. So it's not just to cash out. There are many other things in it. There are many other things that meet the eye. So when you are talking about cashing out, it's not just only to cash out. Yes, they are cashing out. They are making billions of money. That's why they are kidnapping people, demanding for ransom, butchering them, selling their organs. They are making too much money out of this. How many times have you seen some genuine military officers, especially the low-ranking officers? How many times have you seen their videos surface on the internet, crying loud, telling us what is going on, telling us how they are being set up by their commanders to go and buy in the hands of Boko Haram? They give them fake arms. It is only in Biafraland that the military comes with, you know, heavy duties, heavy ammunitions, heavy I say heavy ones, heavy duty. You see them with Chana AK-47. You see, at least we used to see them when our men dislodge them and disarm them and send them to judgment. We usually see their arms, how smart their arms are. Haven't you seen the kind of armor tanks they come with on a regular basis to face our men? Because the guerrilla warfare which is going on in Biafraland is not benefiting the Fulani. Rather, it's going to make them to suffer the more. So they have to bring all their arsenal, including military fighter jets, hovering everywhere, throwing bombs everywhere. Because this very war does not benefit them. It is against them and is going to remove the breast from their mouth, just like Watananguala. Yes! These mathematics are very, very simple. You don't need enough evidences to, to address it. So why are they not taking those heavy duty, those military arsenal, those Chana to the north, and of course confront the terrorists? Where you are hearing that Boko Haram invaded a military base in Kaduna, they invaded airport, chased away pilot, did this and did that, yet no response. In Abuja and Kaduna has the highest military base. Yet these things are happening, no challenge, unchallenged. It is happening unchallenged. At the same time, in the same Kaduna, this Boko Fulani terrorist militia will go into villages, into Lower Benue, not Lower Benue, Kaduna, the southern Kaduna, and massacre people. So not only to cash out, they want to turn the zoo, the entire country, to Ndenakwi. That's why they hate Igbos to the core, because they know we can never ever succumb to them. We can never succumb to them. And our brothers who are living in the coastal region, you should be lucky. You should be saying thank you, the Igbo people, because we are dying for you people, for everybody. We are dying for everybody to be free. So anybody from the coastal region of Biafra coming to talk nonsense against our leader or against our prime minister or even against us who are fighting for freedom, then it's either you are Fulani blood, or maybe you are not even supposed to exist in the first place. Including those from Edo State, those from Bini, those from Yoruba land. You should be thankful that the Biafran people, especially the Igbos, are standing tall, taking bullets for you to be free. Because I know once Biafra goes, it will be easy for Yoruba to leave Nigeria. So we are dying for all of you. So you should be grateful. Well, once you wake up in the morning, kneel down and pray. Say, God, I thank you for giving us a tribe like Igbo. No matter our friend, no matter our, our in-house, fights and stupidity, you still need to kneel down and thank your God for giving you a people called Ndibo. Don't worry about our fracas. Don't worry about our stupidity. Don't worry about our idiocy. Yes, we know we are not perfect. But once you wake up in the morning, before you leave your house, kneel down, raise up your hands and say, God, I thank you for giving us a tribe like Ndibo. Because if Igbos are not there, believe you me, you all will be eradicated completely. By now, Fulani should have, dipped their Quran in Atlantic Ocean and taken over all your villages and turn you into something else. If not for the Igbos. If not for the Igbos. This is how I speak every time they say, hey, he's bragging, hey, he's arrogant. No problem. Let me be arrogant. I like this arrogance of mine. If it's something that will lead me to truth, if it's something that will lead me to save my life and save others at the same time, let me remain with this my arrogance.
Because the way you people are quiet, it's obvious that people like say, una know what's in they go on. Like I said before, all these kind of things, me I no go talk. But this one I say now straight. This is a lead. This is a lead.
Because we do not recognize black man as an influential person. That's why all these influencers who know about the comment of T.Y. Danjuma on the podium, yet until Scott Perry said it, then they believe that now there is an evidence. But a military general, the former chief of army staff, said it was nothing to write home about.
Coming from somebody in the US, a politician, this is a lead. So if people don't react to this, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it only means that the government have been aware of this right from time. This Boko Haram thing was a hit during Goodluck Jonathan regime. During Goodluck Jonathan regime, it was a hit. Then during Buhari time, it just happened small. Then Tinubu time down at once. It did make me want to suspect APC government.
Oh.
It did make me suspect APC government 100.
Oh. Oh. You beginning to suspect them just yesterday. Anyway. Okay, what are you working all about today? Oh, sorry. Sorry, my man. Oh, you are just noticing now. They know. Tinubu is aware of it. Yes. And mind you, this statement of T.Y. Danjuma was made during Buhari regime. The impostor they were using to rule Nigeria was there when this very comment was made by T.Y. Danjuma. Let's continue.
Because it almost look as if Omo said that Boko Haram, they bring them come so that they go scatter good luck Jonathan regime.
Okay.
They made their person call enter.
Okay. So when they told you, when Buhari told you that the baboons and monkeys will be soaked in their blood in the zoo if they failed to give him the presidency, you thought he was joking. So you thought he was joking.
Almost looks like that, allegedly. I'm not saying that that's what happened, but I'm thinking
that is what happened.
Because it's looking like that some way, somehow. So the Nigerian government, they are still watching Bola Ahmed Tinubu government. Do you understand? What are you people going to do about this news? What are you people going to do about this news? Are you people receiving money to set up your people? Man, this news is crazy. I watched it yesterday. I said, wait till they go on here. I tried to think of another approach of this, but come on. It looks like the government actually are part of the people collecting from this US aid.
But is there now? Are they denying that they are not taking US aid? What the government of the zoo has never denied it. But what you people do not pay attention to is where is the money going? That is what you haven't paid attention to. Where is the money going? That's what people have never paid attention to. Everybody is aware that Nigeria is collecting US aid, but have you ever sat down and asked yourself, where is the money going? They are using it to sponsor terrorism. Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda in Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, Fulani Herdsmen Terrorist Organization, Mieti Allah, including the Hizbah. Hizbah is a terrorist organization, and now they have pumped money into Asare Dokubo terrorist group known as Asawana. The money is there now. So as Asari is using millions of naira to buy people, to buy boys, buy soldiers into his terrorist organization. Nigeria is aware of what I'm saying. The same Asari Dokubo went to visit Mr. Tinubu sometime in the past, in 2023. Yes. And Tinubu knows that Asare Dokubo has a terrorist organization, a terrorist group. He knows. But they cover it up in the name of security. How can Asare Dokubo have security, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not allowed to have security because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's security was formed to fight for our freedom? Why Asare Dokubo's security was formed to continue with what Nigeria's security is doing. Is it not simple? Very simple. Very, very simple to analyze.
I know they also went on to talk about how the US aid, how they give it to some NGOs. The man said a lot of things that are really, really scary. So these people gamble with a lot of people's life for just cash.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we are really waiting for your government, the NSA.
He continues to mention cash. But I'm saying it today because very soon we'll come back to analyze this. It is not just for the cash. Of course, the cash is involved, but cash is not the main thing. Cash is not the main thing. The main problem here is that Fulani wants to take over the entire zoological republic, especially the south. You people don't know anything, especially the south, because that is where you have water. There is no water in the north, but there is water in the south, and there is crops. Southern Zoo, be it Biafraland or Duduwa land, in the south is where you have the fertile land. The north, they always claim to be farmers and they are the one who feed the nation. It's a lie. The truth of the matter is that the south has the fertile land to feed the nation. The only problem there is that our own people are not taking an opportunity and advantage of our land to go into farming en masse. en masse. That is the difference. Not that we don't have land. There is land to cultivate. There is land to farm. But our people are focusing in immediate profit, which is buying and selling. And some of them go to school and get a government job or a better job for themselves. We, the people from the South, are neglecting the importance and the benefits of farming or being a farmer. That's why it looks like, or they usually use that narrative that they feed the nation. They not feed the nation. Once they withdraw their, their food from going to the South, then hungry go buy all of us. No. We have a better land than all of them in the North. Yes. Yes. We have fertile land. We have fertile land.
The SSS, the DSS, the police, the army, all of you. We want to really hear we want to know if what this man is saying is true.